so disorganized. Rutard, Polna, Crondel, Naz. No Pisek to be seen.
Bruh.
Well, that really is disgusting. Fuck you, Vabak, wherever you are.
Christ, what did you roll around in?
Sorry. I'll go and take a bath right away.
I forgot to call my horse.
Nice and slow.
What's the rush? I'm in a hurry to see my wife. I've heard that.
Ow. I think use a good wash. Then
Easy, good horse.
Are you blind? You almost ran into me.
grip immaculate. Dip to stand to gonna drown up in thing. Show being on the road of the good rock open is up your thing. That is right. It's me in my mind.
So, have you settled in here? A priest in such a den of iniquity?
Well, I've seen worse. Compared to the Trusky jail, the Devil's Den is pure luxury.
Ich will etwas essen.
That's already.
About that night,
What about it?
I thought maybe you wanted.
Do you think there's any...
Well, what's next for us?
Nothing, most likely.
Damn.
I'm Lord Routard's daughter. When my pa is free and an opportunity presents itself, I'll have to get married.
Has your father already picked a groom for you?
Not yet, but I know how it goes. If I'm lucky, I'll marry a young nobleman and soon bear him a bunch of children. And if I'm really lucky, they'll find me some old man who will drop dead before we even leave the church.
I'll marry you then.
What?
If we can free your father, I could ask him for your hand in marriage, even under threat that he'll go back under lock and key if he refuses.
I don't think he'd allow it either way. Lord Routard's daughter, and the bastard son of the Lord of Skalitz, who was driven out of his estate by Sigismund himself. That's not going to happen. Although, our plan may very well fail, and no one might survive. Why throw something nice away prematurely? You know, carpe diem et memento mori.
Well, if that's how you feel. Could
Right.
you teach me something?
Why not? But I warn you in advance that it will not come free. So,
Mm.
Maybe another time.
Alright, so that was just some free coochie then. I have that too. I just in my room chilling, bro. This is where I sleep.
I was at the Mint Master's place.
Hold on. Everybody should be hearing this. Well, how did it go? Do you have the key?
Aye, I've got it. But it stinks a bit.
Quel puanteur! Put it away unless you want to see my breakfast.
And what about the Mint Master? Will he help us out?
Vavat got out of the town. But in his house, I met Christian of Pisek, the steward of the Italian court. He promised to help us if we get in a tight spot.
Can we trust him?
I think so. He owes me. But he's afraid they'd know if he was involved.
Did he tell you anything interesting?
The commander of the Italian court is a native Italian. If we're going to be convincing, we'll have to be damn cautious and hope the legate doesn't say anything he shouldn't. Let's pray Godwin can keep it under control.
I'm not one to boast, you know, but few people can match my gift for languages. It would be a sin not to use it. Sono un buon gustaio. Le donne qui sono bellissime. E il vino è delizioso.
Forget it. That face of yours is known all over town. You'll stand at the back and try to be invisible.
But Godwin could surely benefit from some Italian lessons.
I would rather teach a horse the basse danse.
When he heard what we were up to, he said we were mad. According to him, we'll either get killed on the spot or end up on the gallows.
Maybe we should, reconsider.
This fella's got no imagination. If we could snatch von Bergau's fucking cannon, this'll be a piece of cake.
That's all he told me.
Let's get to the point. We must have everything ready before Catherine returns from Loretz, especially the way through to the court.
I should say so. If I'm going to send my men, I have to know exactly where the way through is to be made.
That'll be your job, Henry. And Brabant's going with you.
Excuse-moi? Why should I?
Because you've been telling us you know the Kuttenberg underground like the back of your hand.
And I do, but not firsthand. Only from mind maps and drawings. Nobody will let men of my standing enter those moldy shafts.
What exactly are we supposed to do in that cellar?
Get as far as you can and mark the spot where Brabant's men will start digging.
I see. Why do I feel like that sounds a bit too easy?
Well, we have no idea what's really down there, so you'd better have a weapon handy.
Come now. Surely you do not mean...
Rutard's daughter will tell you more. She came up with this part of the plan.
Where are the others, anyway? Kubienka, Ada, and Janos.
They heard there was work to be done, so they left à l'anglaise.
But you do the work of 3, eh? At least with your mouth.
They're getting some wagons so we can move the silver. If Pisac wasn't lying, there's quite a haul there.
If Brabant doesn't want to go into the tunnels, I'll go with someone else.
With Ruthar's daughter, eh? One night wasn't enough for you.
I meant with somebody like Sam. He knows his way around the town underground too.
Oui. That is a good idea.
Why not? Maybe the colds down there will cool his hot head.
What will you lot do in the meantime?
We'll be doing the planning. We've got to bring those captured Italians to the Devil's Den somehow. They'll just sit tight till we give them back their legate, and then we'll let them all go.
The main thing is keeping Godwin away from the booze. Or we'll have no way of talking to the gents from Rome.
What happened when von Bergov hauled you off after the Nabokov battle?
It was a dreadful journey. Jesus, don't even remind me. It was a bit better in Malashov. Apart from being locked up, of course.
Did anything happen along the way?
No, but it took ages to get to Malashov. 4 or 5 days in that god-awful cart. I was traveling with Von Owlet's minions. They hauled me in one of the wagons. They treated my wounds a bit, but I was still in a really bad way. After that battle and all.
What did they do with you in Malashov?
Nothing much, actually. They took care of my wounds, and then stuck me in a room with Brabant. But they treated me decently, as befits a noble. Von Bergov came asking questions a couple of times, but that was about it. Only I almost went mad from being cramped in that damned room. It's a good thing you got me out of there.
What was the problem with the room?
That I couldn't get out of there. You saw yourself when you came for me, didn't you? It's just that since Nabokov, when they shot the tower right down on my head and I was stuck there. Well, since then, I don't feel well in cramped spaces. Actually, I never did. I always preferred to be outdoors. But since Nabokov, it's worse than ever. I had a feeling the roof would fall on my head again and I'd be buried alive.
I understand. It's a bit awkward for you that the nobility lives in castles.
That's a fact. Once I get my hands on my estates, I'll build a new castle that only has huge rooms and lots of spacious courtyards. And above all, no secret passages.
Great. I'm really looking forward to this new castle of yours.
You can be the castellan or something. Don't worry, I won't forget you. I'll even have a forge built so you feel right at home.
They didn't let you out at all. But you were in that room for ages.
No. They let us walk around the fortress a bit. We even went out for a ride twice, but they watched us like hawks. Not a chance of escape. But most of the time we were in that room. Like I say, I'm really glad you got me out of that hole.
What did von Bergov want from you?
Just the usual courtesies. The captivity of nobles has to observe certain formalities, you know? It's not like they could just throw you in some hole. They behaved fairly respectfully, but of course he was fishing for information. About Radzig and Hanush and especially Jobst. What they're planning, how many men they have on the field, who else they're negotiating with, and that.
And what did you tell him?
Nothing that he didn't already know. I played as dumb as the village idiot. I only told him they sent us with that message and discussed the rest when we were gone.
And did he swallow it?
I think he suspected I was bluffing a bit, and then he tried to loosen my tongue by letting me go hungry for a while. But he soon gave up when he saw he was getting nothing more from me.
My word. Nice work keeping him at bay. But the main thing is, you're alive and kicking. And back with us.
Indeed.
What do you think of our band of outcasts?
Well, I cannot say I expected to end up in this kind of company. I am more used to royal courts or at least wealthy burghers. But a man must accept his destiny as it comes.
What do you think of Zizka?
Le Chevalier Jan? Well, he's not doing badly for a minor nobleman, but I think he will never be accepted among the higher nobles and knights. That takes a lot more. Mark my words. I am a good judge of people.
I can't get Catherine out of my head. I don't understand her. I'm sure you have more experience of love than me. What do you make of her? Why is she with us?
Ah, you're right. I am a connoisseur of love like I am of wine. But for my tastes, Mademoiselle Catherine is of somewhat age vintage. Though, I have to admit she's full-bodied and fragrant.
That's not really what I meant. Why is a woman like her with us?
Là est la question. I had the feeling something terrible happened to her in the past.
So do I. But what?
I have no idea. But she is fond of you, if you ask me. Try asking her, and maybe something will come of it. L'amour.
Oh, come on.
I am a good judge of people, trust me. L'amour.
How do you get on with Sir Hans?
Oh, young Lord Chapon may be inexperienced and hot-headed at times, but he's the one of the few here who knows how to play chess. And I have a great respect for chess players. Needless to say, he has not managed to beat me yet. Godwin and Jiska can also play. And that devil in press clothing beat me. Merde.
What do you think of Sir Hinnek?
Ah, le diable sec. A capable chevalier, but I do not trust him. There is treachery in his eyes.
You think so?
My instinct rarely lets me down.
How do you get on with Janosch and Adder?
Oh, those two. Once in Kuttenberg, I also had a servant who pretended not to understand me and thought I did not understand him when he spoke German in my presence. But he was wrong. He is no longer my servant.
Have you met Godwin?
The priest who is very skilled with a sword. Priests should not be such good swordsmen. That is what knights like me are for. In addition, he can play chess just as well as he wields a sword. And in drinking wine, he beats even the best Frenchmen. A man of talents. Or perhaps the devil is behind it.
Have you had the chance to meet my half-brother yet?
Samuel. It is strange that he joined your, our group. It is not usual for his, people. But he's certainly a good reinforcement.
What do you think of Kubienka?
A good warrior. But he has no morals and no manners, like all mercenaries.
I don't think he cares much about that.
And that is just the problem. How can you trust a man who does not want to be a knight?
Sir Vaculin, you've had an exciting life. Tell me some stories.
Bien sûr. Your interest is gratifying and quite understandable.
How did you end up here?
Leaving the court with a modest sum, I launched to visit faraway lands. I traveled a lot, spending time in various countries, and having many great adventures. When I learned that l'Empereur Charles, that great friend of France, had built the magnificent city of Prague in Bohème, I had to see it.
So people in foreign countries speak highly of Prague?
Bien sûr. It was abroad that I heard of King Wenceslas' Silver City and its reputed vast wealth. I bought the abandoned Miskowitz estates and shares in the cotton-bearing mines. And for a time I settled here to provide for myself and wait for King Wenceslas, whom I wished to serve. But even here fate did not let me be. When Sigismund brought his army to the city, I appointed myself to lead its defense. For how better to make King Wenceslas aware of me than by saving his beloved city? Victory was assured, but the burghers had other ideas. The city was handed over to the enemy, and I with it, stripped of my possessions. I languished in captivity, until fate again stepped in by sending you to Maleshov.
Arezzo sounds interesting.
And so it was. That is where I earned my knighthood from the great Enguerrand de Concy himself, the commander of our Naples campaign. Enguerrand arranged his forces for battle, and I was put in charge of one of the cavalry units. Out of nowhere, the enemy appeared on our unprotected flank, and Enguerrand set me to hold them back so our main force could regroup. But I saw a gap in the enemy's main phalanx. I sounded the charge and sped forwards.
Wasn't that rather risky?
Un chevalier français fears nothing.
I reckon King Sigismund would think otherwise after Constantinople.
That was completely different. Alors, I caught them by surprise. I hacked my way to their standard and broke through all the way to the enemy's reserves. My attack sowed confusions in the enemy's ranks that encouraged the overlords who raced to join me, scattering everything in their path. And that is how we won the famous victory at Arezzo. Seeing that the force that was supposed to protect them had been routed. The city then surrendered to us. No doubt you had no inkling at Maleshov what a knight you had the honor to meet. And of course my feats on the field of battle do not end there.
A bold maneuver.
Quite right. Courage is my middle name. Just as Monsieur Chapon says, Audantes fortuna juva. That day I was the bravest of them all and won the day.
So you disobeyed your commander and left your flank exposed. Your attack could have ended in a total fiasco. You were lucky the others came to your assistance and your entire force didn't collapse.
I hear thee speaking, but you are still wet behind the ears. So, I can forgive you. In short, I saw an opportunity and took it. Moments like that can decide entire wars.
What did your commander have to say?
He made me a knight and sent me to the royal court to inform the sovereign of our triumph.
I reckon he wanted to get you out of his hair.
Do not talk nonsense.
Thanks for sharing your stories with me, Sir Vaculin.
Sound like you might be a liability. What's up, Rose? What you got to say?
I'm gonna go explore the underground passages that lead to the Italian court. Can you tell me more about them?
What exactly would you like to know?
Where exactly are the tunnels?
They run under most of Italian Street. Some are remnants of the original mine gallery, but other parts are much more recent. So far, only the section from Ruthard Palace to the crypt under the church is accessible.
Well, the church is quite a long way from the court. If the tunnel has collapsed anywhere, we're out of luck.
Right. But the tunnels were checked properly before they started building the church. If some part collapsed, we'd be the first to know.
Tell me more about this mine gallery.
It's been abandoned for years, but we could use it. According to the drawings, it's very close to the court cellars. Christian of Pisek confirmed it.
That's a very strange coincidence.
My father said King Wenceslas had long suspected he had enemies among his own ranks. Maybe he had an escape route built. He just didn't finish it in time.
What was the tunnel to the crypt used for?
It's a safe route for anyone who wants to disappear undetected. Just like the one we took to get here.
Has anyone ever used it?
No one that I know of. The servants used it to dispose of waste.
Waste? What kind?
It leads from the kitchen, so I'm sure you can imagine. Bones, scraps, slops.
Oh, wonderful. What exactly am I supposed to be looking for down there? What are we searching for?
We need to find and mark the point where the crypt wall joins with the tunnel. When we break through the wall, only a thin partition will be between us and the cellars of the Italian court.
But how will I know I've found the right place?
You can tell if there's a cavity behind the wall by the sound it makes. The gallery is also damp, so the spot might be a different color.
So, I'll be knocking on the walls in the dark and looking to see if any is a different shade.
Well, yes. Pretty much.
Thanks for the advice. Anything else I should know?
Be careful. Come back in one piece.
I'll do my best. Slowly. Nice and slow. Whoa, whoa. It appears we're supposed to go and mark the path for carrying out the silver.
I thought you were going with Brabant. He boasted that he knows those passageways.
I told him I'd rather go with you.
You made the right choice. Brabant would have talked your head off.
Well, are we ready to go and take a look underground?
Absolutely. Where is the entrance anyway?
In the kitchen.
That's a promising start. Let us go. That smell. How long have they been throwing shit down here? It is nearly up to my knees. Perish. And it's bloody slippery. Ugh. The nerve of Žižka and Dry Devil. I give them coin, and they send me to wade through shit. Stay close to me. The path might branch off somewhere. We would not want you to get lost.
Has that ever happened to you? Getting lost underground?
Some older boys dragged me into a mine once, and I got lost. I did not find my way out until the night. When Mame saw me, she nearly killed me. This poor soul must have been here a long time. Well, well, well. Somebody stashed some shunt down here.
you doing here?
Sitting around, twiddling our thumbs.
Is it not obvious? They are stealing from your Christian brothers.
Can't you be honest and steal from the living?
Why? Folks line up to buy these miraculous relics.
But that's sacrilege.
And what about selling indulgences? That's outright simony.
Who'd you sell the relics to?
We stay clear of selling. What if someone recognized their grandfather's thumb? That could be awkward.
Lennox, the gravedigger from Sedlets, sells them for us. It seems more trustworthy coming from him.
I know Lennox. Do you work for him?
We bring him what we find, and he gives us something in return. I'm sure he's waiting for us now.
And he'll be waiting for a long time.
How come?
We hid behind the altar. Then we broke in here at night when the church was closed.
We were gonna wait a while before we got to work. Then we heard a loud noise.
Someone was a bit too keen and closed the lid of the crypt.
So, we're kinda trapped here.
You can pass through the Ruthar Palace. If you keep going down the corridor through the crypt, you'll come out right in the kitchen.
That's not a bad plan. I heard the place is empty.
Nearly empty. But if you do not tell anyone about us, we will keep quiet about your relic business. What do you say?
Deal.
And thanks.
This is not it.
Oi, that sounds different. We have it.
We have to go somewhere else. It should be somewhere around here.
That might do it.
Come, let us go back. Have you ever been to Kuttenberg? Before all this, I mean.
A long time.
Should I take that as a thing?
Sam and I walked through the cellar as far as we could and marked the spot where we should dig.
Well done. Brabant has found some men in the meantime. He may refuse to go down tunnels, but he does have his uses. Considering how much coin he promised them all, I reckon they'll do everything they can to make sure we get out alive. Oh, and while we're on the subject, take this. You've done a lot of good work. You deserve it.
What now then? Have you come up with a way to get to the legate and persuade him to take us to the Italian court?
I should say so. Hey, listen up, all of you. You're done for today, but get plenty of sleep. We'll chase you from your beds early in the morning.
Oh, is that really necessary?
It is. We'll be riding to Lorette's.
Cardinal Pozzo goes to bed with the chickens and gets up before the crack of dawn. After the morning prayer, He eats breakfast together with his retinue, and no one is allowed to disturb them. Most regular folks are asleep at that time, so everything should be nice and quiet when you pay him a visit.
If we don't persuade him to get us into the Italian court, we're fucked. So don't do anything stupid, right?
Should we be prepared for a fight?
That shouldn't be necessary. Godwin insisted he'll sort things out peacefully with the Cardinal. I reckon we'll have to twist his arm a bit. And while Godwin's persuading His Eminence to put on a show with us at the Italian court, the Devil, Janosch, Kubienka, and Ada will take his retinue away to the Devil's Den.
Hagen and Urso will be waiting for us there to keep them under guard.
So what exactly am I supposed to do?
Like I said, stand beside Godwin looking mean. With a bit of luck, that'll be enough.
Exactly. No killing.
Is everyone going there?
Everyone except Capon, Brabant, Catherine, and Rosa.
What? Am I just supposed to sit on my ass with the women?
At least you'll get your beauty sleep. That's what you wanted, isn't it?
You said Pozzo has a band of soldiers with him. Wouldn't it be better if we all went?
And leave this place unguarded? That's too risky. Someone has to keep watch in case any uninvited guests come snooping around.
That stands to reason. We cannot leave Sebeldam alone.
Oh. All right, then.
All right. Let's get to work.
Report to me tomorrow morning, is that clear?
How are you looking forward to parleying with the legate? Have you brushed up on your Italian?
It's an uphill struggle, son. I practiced with Brabant, but my memory's not what it used to be. Fortunately, not many speak Italian round here. So at the court, I can bray like a donkey, wave my arms a bit, and no one will be any the wiser.
Will the legate be able to understand you at all?
Oh, you'll have to. I'm counting on my Latin, which I studied much longer. But I can't remember the last time I spoke it sober.
You're not planning on drinking before you meet him, are you?
There's not much chance for it. I can't drink in the morning on an empty stomach. And if I drink in the evening, I'll sleep it off overnight.
Where did you learn Italian, anyway?
From a Florentine. I met him amongst the mercenaries. All I know about him is his name was Luca, and he had a wife and daughter at home. He probably joined the army to get out of some sportive bother. That's how most of the men ended up there.
How did he end up?
He fell at the Battle of Kosovo. I was right there.
I'm sorry.
Can't be helped. At least his worries are behind him now.
Christian of Pisek says the guards at the court are commanded by a native Italian. If he sees through our little ruse, that's the end for us.
You really know how to spoil a man's day, don't you?
Excuse me?
But what of it? Like a common soldier would have any business talking to a cardinal. In the worst case, I'll tell him to fuck off. I remember that much in Italian at least.
Would you show me the swordsmanship technique Commander Nicholas taught you back in Kosovo?
Why not? I'd be happy to show it to you. But whether you understand it is up to you. Oh, at any rate, you need to be quick and thorough. Because for once, you aren't attacking the head directly, but rather the opponent's sword. When you knock it aside, you open up space for a deadly blow. Now come and try it a few times.
go to Lorette's now?
I reckon it's too late now, eh? We have to leave before the crack of dawn tomorrow, while it's still dark, understand?
Buono il pollo, eminenza. Così così, eh? Il cibo da queste parti fa un po' cagare. Ma che diavolo? Come cazzo vi permettete? Eh?
Sit the fuck down.
Nos non... Oh, fuck. Nos non quer... Vos non vulnerabo. Nobis est petitio. No. Proposal. Ragazio. Ita. Ragazio. Can you cut it short? Fuck! Don't interrupt! Latin is tough when you're sober.
Ah! Fucking hell! Andiamo! Forza! After them! They mustn't get away!
Io ucciderò! Figlio di puttana!
Quick! Quick! Ka!
Stai attento!
Ka!
Ti ucciderò!
Ka!
Figlio di puttana! Trzymaj się ich blisko, Henry!
Quick!
Stai attento!
Ka!
Figlio di puttana! Stai attento!
Quick!
Cię! Figlio di puttana!
Quick!
Stai attento! A jest to, kurwy nędzy!
Go!
Più veloce! Yo, ty stara szkapo!
Go!
Più veloce!
Hey up, lad. Keeping all right, are you?
Well, do your best, don't you? That's all you can do, really, isn't it?
Guess in these times, no?
Yeah.
Not sure about this, though, eh? Who's keeping these roads? No one looks after them, you know.
My words exactly. I mean, no one gives a damn until some noble rides along. And then he's surprised.
That way! L'amor di Dio, mi lascia in pace. Io sono un uomo di chiesa, capite? Non ho fatto nulla. Misericordiosa Vergine Maria. Cosa pide Vergine Maria?
Curvato un gambe!
Aiuto!
Let's see him.
Nie chciał zamknąć gęby, to dostał. Nic mu nie jest lekko otumaniony. No przecież lekko dostał z bańki, no leciutko.
You've killed him.
No przecież nic mu nie zrobiłem.
You fucking killed him, you great Polish ox! You are going straight to hell for that.
Kurwa, do diabła, tylko nie to.
That's right, hell! And all those horned demons there will be taking turns with you. You just wait. They're gonna be fighting over your Polish ass!
Przecież nie chciałem, no! Boże, czemu dałeś mi tak tępy łeb?
Strip them before their clothes get even more soaked in blood. You can undress His Eminence here.
Me?
Why? Because you're the legate now.
Well, that didn't really work out. What are we going to do now?
You heard, didn't you? We'll get rid of the bodies, get Godwin dressed up, and hope his Legate Act fools the Church Council. It's too late to back out now.
Well, maybe it'll be better this way. I wasn't sure the Legate wouldn't betray us anyway. I trust Godwin a lot more.
Sure, I trust him too, but not so much his language skills.
Let's get out of here.
Agreed. Our business here is concluded.
Are you going back to Ruthar Palace?
Aye. We have to wash the clothes, get Godwin into them, and hope we don't all end up on the gallows. We still have some time, so if there's something you need to do elsewhere, feel free. I have the feeling there won't be time for anything else once we get started.
I'll go with you.
Fine. But what I said stands. This is the last chance to tie up loose ends. Are you sure?
No reason to waste time.
Excuse me. You silly doggy.
Stop playing the fool and try to get it right at least once. Buonasera, signore.
Who you call senior? Hey, we young.
Pojebało-cię?
Are you listening? I said, buonasera. Mon Dieu.
Monsignore, mi spiace. We'll have to wait at the end of the passage till they get to us.
How long did it take?
Devil knows.
No, I don't.
Now I'll have to take off all these layers again. I'm yanking your pizzle, Godwin. I mean, Vostra Eminenza. You've got it right.
I'd like to punch you in the face, but the way you look is punishment enough.
So says the man in lace and satin.
But it suits me, though, don't you think?
Bellissimo. Magnifico.
preparations coming along?
We're done with the preparations. It's time to get to the task. The plan is simple. We split into two groups. One will go underground and wait till the other group, who'll disguise themselves as Italians, gives the sign where to dig.
Once we've tunneled in, we'll take care of the entire church council and carry off the silver from the court to Ruthard Palace.
Here, we'll load it onto the wagons and get it out of the city as quietly as we can.
Who will pose as the legate's retinue?
Godwin will pose as the cardinal, naturally. Janos Uher will accompany him to the council as his right-hand man. You, Capon, Brabant, and Ada will play the rest of the retinue.
Why us for?
Well, you're young, you look presentable, and well, you'll be pretty convincing in that attire.
Brabant will teach you some Italian. Janos is pretty good at it, but Ada will have to keep his mouth shut.
What should we do during the council?
First, you get rid of the guards, and then you clear the path for us. Meanwhile, Godwin and Janos will try to buy you as much time as possible.
And you have to keep in mind that those two buffoons at the council could blow our cover at any time.
And at that point, things could get pretty hectic in there.
But how will we tunnel through to you from the court?
Well, there's bound to be minting tools lying all over the place. You could do it with a finger up your ass.
And once you get to us, we go and get Godwin. What exactly do you intend to do with the church council?
We'll just lock them up. Having them at our mercy might be useful if anything turns to shit.
As it always does.
There's bound to be quite a banquet there, so they'll be all right for a while. And once they get out, they'll have other things to worry about.
By then, we'll be over the hills and far away.
You forgot about rescuing the lords.
We didn't. But they're not our main concern.
Excuse me?
The silver is our main goal at the court. If everything goes well, we'll free the lords.
But if we make a mess of it in there, the lords will have to fend for themselves.
Rose has been insisting we rescue her father right from the start. That's the only reason she's helping us.
There's already a good chance some of our men will die in there. There doesn't need to be any more deaths unnecessary.
I promised Rosa we'd get Ruthard and the other lords out of there.
Whoa! I've been known to promise a lot less for a fuck.
Shut up. You've no idea why I made that promise. How could you?
If you say so. But you know how it goes. Talk's cheap. And maybe your Becca will be enough to get her to forgive you for any disappointment.
I'll go and get ready.
Start with Brabant. Maybe you can manage Italian better than Ada.
Can you teach me something in Italian?
Mon Dieu, this is not something in Italian. I'm trying to convey to you the essence of the Italian tongue in a few sentences. Do you know what kind of a task this is? Herculean, mon ami. Herculean.
All right then. I'll try not to offend your linguistic sensibilities too much.
But you have to take it seriously. These blockheads are not listening to me at all.
To dlatego, że gadasz jak przygłup.
It sounds like baby. Mama, pee pee, poo poo.
Very well. We will start with a greeting, which you will need as soon as you arrive. Repeat after me. Buonasera, signori. Good evening, gentlemen.
Buonasera, signori.
Buonasera, signori.
That will do. Eder?
Buonasera, signore.
Perfect! You meet some Italian. You make him bleed out of ears.
Next, you have to know how to say thank you. We will say that fairly often. Every time someone opens the door for us or offers us food or drink. Molte grazie. Thank you very much.
Molte grazie.
Molte grazie.
That will do. Eder?
Morte grazie.
If I didn't know, I think you want to eat me.
Zamknij ryj, albo odgryzę ci rękę.
If you are somewhere where you should not be and you get caught, you will need an explanation. You got lost? For example, scusi, mi sono perso. Excuse me, I'm lost.
Scusi, mi sono perso.
Scusi, mi sono perso.
That was very good.
Curva. I tried to fuck with him and he prized me instead.
What did you say, Janosch?
Nothing.
Scusi, mi sono perso.
That was pretty close. Now let us try something more complicated. Fatta la legge, trovato l'ingano. Every law has a loophole.
Fatta la legge, trovato l'ingano.
Fatta la legge, trovato l'ingano.
Parfait.
Co to za brednie? Nie nauczę się tego gówna.
You know, that sounds like goat pissing on a drum.
Whatever you say, let us move on. O mangi la minestra, o salti dalla finestra. Either you eat the soup, or you jump out of the window.
One more time, please.
O mangi la minestra, o salti dalla finestra. Either you eat the soup.
O mangi la minestra, o salti dalla finestra.
O mangi la minestra, o salti dalla finestra. Ha!
Very nice.
To też jakieś duby smalone.
It is an expression. Loosely translated, it means play by the rules or do not play at all.
Ah, I like it more with the soup.
Jam, że jest Polak. Nie chcę udawać kogoś innego, zwłaszcza nie Woloszyna.
And one more phrase. Sei proprio un bacala. You are a real salted cod.
One more time, please.
Sei proprio un bacala. You are a real
Sei proprio un baccalà.
Sei proprio un baccalà.
Sam jesteś bakalarz, głąbie.
Excellent, Janosch. Almost perfect.
What does that actually mean?
It is another saying, a refined way of mocking someone. Well, I think we are finished. Any more? And you would get all mixed up. And if you are in a tight spot, leave it to me. D'accord?
What are we going to do now?
Mamselle Rosa will give you some clothes to change into. When you look the part, go and see Godwin.
Brabant said you had a change of clothes for me.
Everything is ready in that chest over there. I've tried to patch them up and wash the worst stains out, but you can still tell the fate of their previous owner.
That's fine. I don't intend to strut around the courtyard in them.
Too bad. You might impress the guards.
And maybe I'll get shot between the ribs.
True enough. In that case, you better avoid their attention. Or hope they're worse shots than me.
I'll do my best. And thanks. Let's hope it turns out well, and this isn't our final parting.
I'll be thinking of you all. I mean, especially you. Take care of yourself. You hear me?
Yes.
Have a lovely summer evening.
Good evening, Catherine.
Have fun, whatever you're planning.
This is how you're preparing for the council, Your Eminence?
Aye. This whole business has got me shook up. I'm kitted out like a jester, and my arse is soaked in sweat. And on top of that, I have to pass myself off as an Italian. Such a stupid way to lose the legate. I'd like to wring that Polish idiot's neck.
Janos Uher could help you. He's entertaining even when he's not talking.
Him? If I know him, he'll be gorging himself until we haul him off, along with the silver. Or until someone kills him.
Well, you'll mostly be speaking Latin at the meeting, right?
Aye. But as you heard, I'm not very good at it while sober. Let's hope they have enough wine at that meeting.
How's the Italian going?
A bit better now. Brabant taught me some. But I'll need booze to help me get through the rest. I hope it'll be enough to convince that commander.
Can we leave now?
Oh well. It's time.
Lead on, Your Eminence. Godwin, from now on, only speak Italian. Got it? Remember, you're a cardinal. Nice and dignified, no sudden moves, and be nice to people. I'm sure the local merchants wouldn't mind if such a rare visitor bought something from them. Let's go then.
Signores, signore, senti, italiano, cardinal!
Cosa offri?
Guarda yourself, signore. Reliquie, rare, true arte.
And Gutenberg delicacies.
Mangiare, capisci? No, tutto lo preso. Nearly gratis.
Opere d'arte, dici?
Tutto. The best. A bozzo del famous master Teodorico. He created during his visita to Gutenberg.
Guaranteed genuine.
Rara croce di silver with Saint Jacob's osso.
Straight from the chapel of Corpus Christi in Prague.
And I also have a questa bella statuina di legno of Saint Barbara. It is as if it were viva.
Beautiful workmanship. It would impress even the Pope himself.
Mi ha attirato l'attenzione alla statua di Santa Barbara.
I'm not sorpreso, è un pezzo unico creato from an unknown autore.
It's older than your grandma.
Forse it is older than Gutenberg. Ci lo sa?
La statua è bella, ma è solo di legno. Non credo che valga tanto. Ti potrei offrire la meta.
La meta? Per una cosa like this? Ma lo faccio because it is you, signore.
50 groschen? You could have taken him for more.
Shut it!
Why do I even have anything to do with you?
Mi interessa la croce con le reliquie.
You have chosen molto bene. È un great lavoro by Master Wolf from Gutenberg, dall'inizio del regno King Wenceslas.
A true holy relic.
They say it possiede.
Qualcosa non mi va. Questa storia ha più buchi di un formaggio alpino. Dici che la croce è incastenata con l'ossicino di San Giacomo, ma alla chiesa del corpo di Cristo non c'è mai stato niente del genere. Abbiamo informazioni molto precise sulla collezione di reliquie dell'imperatore Carlo.
He's killing it right now.
Really?
Veramente. Qualcuno ti ha frodato, mio amico.
You better not let him poke into it too much.
Va bene allora. I don't want...
Mi ha interessato quell'abbozzo. È addirittura vero.
È la cosa più vera. Really, true, there is. Il Master Teodorico painted it at the osteria dell'imperatore Carlo and gave it to il padrone.
Veramente?
Tell him about the dice game. That should work.
And he gave it to me when we played Daddy e lui lost.
Dici, maestro Teodorico? Non mi sembra proprio. Teodorico è morto tanto tempo fa. Il padrone dell'osteria deve essere veramente anziano.
Well, he is pretty old.
Non lo so. Non credo che un artista come Teodorico abbia dipinto qualcosa in un'osteria. Credo che qualcuno ti abbia preso in giro. O forse qualcuno che sta mentendo.
Non credo che mi abbia mentito.
This stinks. You better back out.
Cosa ha detto?
You are right. You can't trust la gente. Allora, forse should I offer you un'altra cosa?
Mi basta.
As you wish, signore. Can I aiutare con
Everything's almost fresh.
Allora parla. Esagera.
You don't need dire due volte, signore. I have a vera salsiccia de Gutenberg, piena di carne, really good, yummy, Anche bacon from Gutenberg, tanto tempo maturata.
Hardly a tiny hint of green in it.
And if you would like a pane de Gutenberg, se ne ho.
There's no sawdust in it at all.
And finally, una potion di herbe che allevia hangover. It clears your testa y cama. Da stomaco benche se siano consumate se glasses of strong beer.
Tried and tested.
Cosa scegli? At your service, signor?
Non voglio niente, amico. Mi aspettano alla corte italiana. Mi inviano per qualcosa di importante. E ho comprato da te un pezzo di arte rara. che ornerà la mia collezione.
I have no dubbi, signore. Allora, take care, and in bocca al lupo.
God be with you, Cardinal. Welcome to Kuttenberg.
God bless. Signore, welcome to Kuttenberg.
Vobis benedictum.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Ave.
Avete, vos etiam, illustres domini, sum Hieronymus nast, hodiernum conventum egregium constituo cutne antique civium concili iuso.
Ave, meaide Gianni Unger, dis Cardinal Legate Lorenzo Pozzo, excusing my language.
Bene, bene. Non necesse est ut te intendas.
Cardinales Lorenzo Pozzo.
Ex optatus vos video cutne antique, eminentia.
Tempus non perdamus.
Ad libitum. Domini insequem minime. Manete. Insolitum. Te... Aleconde te novi. Haven't we met somewhere?
Hic credes. Enrico talem benignam fatiam habet. Non primum creditur eum novice. Roma nunquam egressus est. Certe, Hernice? Certe Romanus superbus est?
Sì. Fatta la legge, trovato l'inganno.
Vero.
I could have sworn that somewhere. Nihil refert. Introveniamus, Domini. Exe aula italica. Utinam vos sonitus non turbaret. Signatoris ad hunc laborem hodiernum non perfetsorum. Mox finient et tranquillitatem habebimus. Aula italica est moneta media finium bohemicorum. Tantum eoloco grossum verum licet cudere. In fabricis cornos dexteri aulae, bacula argentia feriuntur. Ex quo numi cudantur.
Et ubi feriuntur numi?
Iuxta scalas in aream est ipsa moneta. Brevi tempori iam dividitis. Veni, expectamur. Yes, but keep it brief, would you? What are the lords complaining about this time?
What do you think? They are worried they will not be getting any sleep again.
They can rest easy. This is a church council, not some villager's boozer.
It had better be.
Listen, Chaba. It's nice you care so much about their comfort, but you're weeping over the wrong grave. I'll have some more wine sent to them. Maybe it'll dull their senses and they'll sleep like stones. Will that be enough?
We will see. Neither you nor the steward have to listen to their whining all the time.
Demora me excuso. Exe Chaba Molnar. Dicitur eum virum validissimum ex regno Hungaria esse. Hoc tempore hic, unum munus facit. Set non moremus, pergamus, etse preghaus. Hic grossa cuduntur, si vultis, in ordine vos adportavo et unum proprium cudere poteritis, aliquiste convenire cupit domine cardinalis. Etse imperator custodum aule Italice, Iosifus Cabrini, verus Italicus.
Benvenuto fra di noi, Sua Eminenza, Cardinal Pozzo. Non vedevo l'ora di fare la conoscenza di un compaesano.
Salve! Che sorpresa! Come sei finito a Kutnahora, mio caro?
Da bambino il mio papà era tagliapietre al cantiere. La mia mamma e i miei fratelli sono tornati a Napoli e io sono rimasto qui.
Perché sei rimasto?
Vi deve essere chiaro perché mi sono trovato una donna qui.
Quanti sentinelle comandi?
Ne abbiamo 17 in totale. No, adesso 16, scusatemi. Ho dimenticato completamente che Venda è andato a lavorare in cucina. Peccato! Venda se la cava benissimo in tutte le lotte. Ma non importa. Abbiamo solo una vita e dobbiamo perseguire i nostri sogni.
Ti piace la vita a Kutnahora?
Non mi lamento. Mi ci sono abituato da quando sono venuto qua. Tranne l'inverno e il cibo strano. Per fortuna mia moglie ha imparato a cucinare come da noi. È una cuoca eccellente.
Piacere di averti conosciuto, Giuseppe. Magari avremo tempo di chiacchierare più tardi.
È stato un onore, Eminenza.
Bene. Posso musne paregere?
Eamus.
Excellent. Giuseppe.
Yes?
The Cardinal and his aide are coming with me to the hall. See to it their retinue is made comfortable in the kitchen.
As you wish. I will take care of it.
Inseque me, queso. Eos Eminencia Cardenales Pozzo.
Mihi excusate morum, cum gaudio dotibe in abatia nostra sed lice hospitium sed circumstantia. Difficile sicut.
Tue emensia. Fraternitas Christi corporis ecclesiam sanctae Barbarae edificat ad moiarem Dei gloriam. Post stat toto urbs.
Et veritatem non vult accepere, sed lice monastarii gratia mons magnus est.
Sancta Barbara, patrona frassorum.
Eternitas tua imperamentum est, in communi ad diem. Nobis non est opus aleo templo, consentisne mihi cardinales. Venite, sodales cari. Puto melius esse primo bibere. Audivi vos habere in urbe viniam.
De gravibus loquamur ne incaramus in mundanas voluptatis. Recte arbitratus sum contentionum vestram nullum eventum habuisse.
Incomode ita est. Pars contrario non vult ex proposito sua exire, quod inter nos discordium seminavit.
Monasterium non vult mente comprehendere, credentes novum templum habere vele. Donationes in proximis annis clare ostendunt urbem sodelitati. Nevitiae et sanctae Barbarae suffragari.
Sed nova tempora sunt. Rex sigus mundus declaravit se statum sed licia malini sustenere.
Dic nobis cardinales, kve est opinio pape Bonifaci hoius casus?
Papa resolutus non est. Idio hic sum ut ambas discordiae partes auditorum sim.
Bene, discuramus de toto casu.
Temporis satis habemus, factot rogatos quod vis.
Colec vere cum ambabus discordiae partibus et cogitate opinionibus tuis. Tempus habes, ut de omnibus rebus bene cogitatus sis. Cum resolutos eris, fac septiorem adjuvetorem tuum, et fac sermonem finalem in quo decretum tuum nunciabis.
Intelligo facile non erit. Opus est omnia bene. Colloqui discurreri.
Bene te habes, cardinales?
Ego potio egio fauces sica est.
Hey, Signor Cardinale.
Well, it may come as a surprise to you, but we do hear its echoes loud enough.
At least there are no soldiers in your backyard.
Cosa vuoi?
We must help Henry and others some way.
The best way to help them is not to give ourselves away.
I say nothing. It's up to you and your Latin speaking.
I'll have to help it a little.
I get it. We lucky we got a lot of booze here. But do not go crazy.
I won't, Ma.
And I see that fella who bring us here. He watch you close. You got to make like real legit.
Christ, you're making me even more nervous than I was before.
Easy, Kamashko. Just make like you know what you're doing, like you understand these dumb church fuckers, blah, 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 blah. And I have one more good idea.
Allora, dimmi.
How you talk about wine supply, Janos think, hey? I ask for more. I send guards to town, they gone. Our people not have to fight with them.
How apt. Still, it's very rude to go over our heads like that.
It seems that backed with silver...
Cardinalis, loquere possumus.
Come here.
Mere pawns at the games of the local lords.
Salve.
De utilia simus. Rogare quod vis.
Doesn't want to talk to us.
Domini?
Cardinalis, bonus inter nos es.
I hope he'll understand you. You can't speak proper Latin even when drunk.
That's right.
You don't even know your dico dicere, so shush. Rogare quid vele, nos hic ile aduavare.
Sciri velibam aliquis di his concilium.
He speaks almost like you.
Maybe he's making fun of you.
Shut the hell up. Certo, ego te omnia dicere, non edificare templum sancta Barbara pro urbs malum magnum est. Eius sanctitas intelligere, quod metallici, incolas urbs et vulgus mons cutna vele proprium sacrarium.
Tell him the abbot's a moron.
Come on now, Wenzel.
Abbatis Ioannes durus et non sedere, nec non archiepiscopus Praga Zbigniew Zaitz non procedere.
Here's an even bigger moron, old alphabet.
Itaque nos sperare in justitia sancta sedes.
Commodo videtis iusititia sancta sedis?
Debere nos sustinere. Barbara debet esse independente.
Debet?
Vos votare, malum arbitrium agere.
Did he even understand you?
I don't know.
Doesn't look like he did.
Ebire debuit.
Salve,
Salve.
Shall we? I still think no decision will be reached today.
Nobody expects that. But hopefully we can at least make some progress.
You know how these clerics are. They eat and drink everything in sight before they say a word.
And they call that negotiation.
Let's pour ourselves another drink then.
Quid tu...
Viditur conventus auctoritatem propter numerum custodum cognoscere. Expectatis ne hic alique mala eventa futura esse.
Tantum custodes honor, non debere timere.
Nolite vos turbare. Sed mihi viditur hic aliquid accidere posse. Fortasse eorum maior numerus est?
I understood him. He wants more guards.
A bit of a chicken, is he? On the other hand, I've seen one church fight before, and it wasn't pretty.
Non est problema. Rogare nas eminentia. Ile homines mittere potere. Posteat cert.
Mons cutna magno peri puchera urbs est. Vere gemma.
Verbum tuum nos gaudio implet.
What does he say about Kuttenberg?
He likes it.
Well, that's good, eh? Ask him if he bought anything here.
They've already drunk half the vineyard on the town's bill, so he could spend some groschen to make up for it.
Hic esse multi venditores excellentes. Tuiam emere hic aliquid?
Iuxta ecclesiam sancte Barbarae statuam eme. Dicitur opus rarum vulgarus auctorus esse.
Nostros sculptores exceptionales esse, et petites artifices. Puto tu esse contentus.
A figurine? Pah! You can get a dozen of those for a groschen at the market.
I bet they fleeced him like a sheep, the fool.
Nihil aliud emi.
Scio tu invenis aliquid.
We can recommend something else to him.
Something really expensive.
Make him splash out.
Valete, Domini.
Nobis honor We should have sorted this out ourselves, instead of inviting this Italian buffoon.
Salve, Magister.
Cardinale Spozzo! Me ministine me?
Sane. Facies mihi familiaris est. Dic mihi qualis.
Sigismundus albicus, ex Fidisova.
Ah, certe. Domini albice. Sed unde nos novimus?
Patavi nos insidimus. De jure canonico discuristi.
Ibi multe homines erat. Itaque certe intelligus mete non meminis equire.
Sed inter nos tantum aliam faciam habes. Gods! God be with you.
Ah.
Hey!
Waiting is killing
Signor
me.
Cardinale?
Doesn't kill you.
Cause of...
We must the best. I'll have to. I get.
I will...
And that is. And that.
Pay attention.
Hello.
How I said.
Aside.
He looks like a reasonable man. He'll surely listen.
Don't count your chickens before they're hatched.
No, I could say 2 masses, one after the other.
Cardinales, loquere possumo.
Domini, quid vultus?
Dominus Cardinalis, bone venistis.
I hope he'll understand you. You can't speak proper Latin even when drunk.
That's right.
You don't even know your dico dicere, so shush.
Rogare quid vele, nos hic ile aduavare.
Sire velum de hoc concilio, ut hoc tibi videtur.
Magnum honor est, ut tu quid nos putare.
Tell him what we want.
Just keep it short and clear.
Non edificare templum sancta Barbara pro urbs malum magnum est. Eius sanctitas intelligere, quod metallici, incolas urbs et vulgus mons cutna vele proprium sacrarium.
Tell him the abbot's a moron.
Come on now, Wenzel.
Abbatis Ioannes durus et non sedere, nec non archiepiscopus Praga Zbigniew Zaitz non procedere.
Here's an even bigger moron, old alphabet.
Itaque nos sperare in justitia sancta sedes.
Sire velum quomodo totam rem resolvere vultus.
Id clarus est, novum templum cum sodalitatis, et eius conditoris non potesses sed leciniti.
Intelligo.
What was he saying?
He wanted to know how we would handle it, so I told him.
Well done, Polner. Great.
Let's hope he takes it to heart.
Videtur conventus auctoritatem propter numerum custodum cognoscere. Expectatis ne hic alique mala eventa futura esse.
Tantum custodes honor, non debere timere.
Nolite vos turbare. Sed mihi videtur hic aliquid accidere posse. Fortasse eorum maior numerus est?
I understood him. He wants more guards.
Bit of a chicken, is he? On the other hand, I've seen one church fight before, and it wasn't pretty.
Non est problema. Rogare nas eminentia. Ile homines mittere potere. Posteat certe securi sentimus.
Mons cutna magno pere puchera urbs est. Vere gemma.
Verbum tuum nos gaudio implet.
What does he say about Kuttenberg?
He likes it.
Well, that's good, eh? Ask him if he bought anything here.
They've already drunk.
Hic et... Nostros
A figurine?
I bet they've fleeced him.
Nihil al Sitsio, we can reckon
Something really...
Valet
nobis.
Of a warrior.
I think the abbot is right. Why venture off the beaten path?
Why is that? Salve, Magister.
Cardinalis. Ex finisova. Albicus. Patavinos insidimus.
Memenistine conditio fundamentalis sit iurus canonici?
Certe, Vestra Eminencia. Conditio fundamentalis iuris canonici est. Quod ius divinum violare non possit. Anno proximo peritiam rerum magistralium probabo. Excellenter paratus sum. Der hoc sed credet aliquod aliut roga.
Sententiam tuam de concilio ecclesiastico rogari velum.
Utos scurrilum iocum esse. Mons cutna pars melini fuit. Curdivitias molera paretia marinensis. Fuiset melios si sodalitas prudente regisit. Conditorus numos suos utilius adhibere possunt. Ad renovatione monasteri exempli gratia. Ad impossibile est ibi vivere.
Quid facies tu in loco sodalitatis?
Radiam ad paretiam malinensem, et nihil faciam pnevitia.
Mons cutna puchra urbs est.
Nescio, sincere, patavium ad amadi. Ibi festination est. Vita tranquillius fluit. Sed nonne id benestis.
Potavium puchrum est.
In monte cutna faciliter in viis te decipiunt. Spero te fraudatorus non invenisse?
Sancti Barbari statuam emi a sculptoro locali.
Sancte Barbarae statuam? Sculptores localis magnifici sunt. Ex Italicorum didicerunt. Talem statuam emere potes instar operis ex Roma, sed in noli facere. Reconciliatione nobis opus non est. Nobis opus est, ut seletium et obtentura sit, quod eus est. Mitte sodalitate mi luc, ubi esse debet.
I still think no decision will be reached today.
Dicitur te bene regum vaclavum novise. Qualis est?
Ut amicus generosus esse quid. Facetias intelligit et sociabilis est. Ut monarcha autem similis patris suo non est. Tenent eam superficialia, sed non puto eam mareri in sala benevolentia esse. Spero eam brevi tempore liberum futurum esse.
Perfecte intelligo. Regis rapere et in carcerem cognicere facta barbara sunt.
Id subscribere possum.
Qualem habes opinionem de Sigismundo? Cum exercitu in terram nostram erupit.
Sigismundus oppositus est vaclavo. Bene sit quid faciat et cur, cum rigidus esse debet. Non audet diligente regere. Sincere mihi notabile videtur. Si liquis ex Luxemburgicis occasionem habet ostendere id, quod ostendet imperator Carolus, Sigismundus id facere potest. Non arbitraris?
Tecum sensio. Sigismundus ingenium imperatoris sine dubio habet. Nunc eum impleri debet.
Ego e credo. Postea et
nunc me
secundum. Farewell.
Domine Hieronymi.
Quid vis, cardinalis?
De his custodibus.
Ita?
Curat sunt. Aliquiste in nos impetum facere vult?
Certe non. Tantum honores custodes adson.
Non possunt plus esse. In conciliis ecclesiasticis honoris custodes, fortiores sunt, nunquam sis quid accideri possit.
It corare possum. It corabo. Franta! Go and get 2 more men in here. His Eminence doesn't feel safe in here.
Hoc vinum bonum est.
Gaudio id audire.
Putasni unum vel duo vasa sumeri potestis. Papa vinum amat. Quis non amat?
Certe. Legatum in celem vinarium mito. Vinum accipiet eo sanctitas optimum. Milda! Find Joseph and tell him to send someone to get more wine. Take a barrow and bring me 3 kegs.
In itinere ad Italicam ariam emi.
In viis? In viis a liquid emisti? Inusitatum est.
Nihil grave.
Non grave. Proximo.
Introduces ni mihi alios homines qui concilio aderunt.
Magnus iam novisti. Abitem Johannem et sacerdotem Conradum. Personam archiepiscopatus Pragensis gerit Dominus Albicus. Et Dominus Musa ex malia eruditus in Sigismundi area est. Quoque Domini Andreas Polner, Franciscus Rosenthal, Vaclavusque Voschucher, e maximi in colae montes cutna sunt. Non nulli conditores advenire non poterunt propter res, et alii in turi palazzi clausi sunt.
Inusitatum est quod ministri non ad sint.
Multum doleo, silecet ad esse debent.
Sed non ad est.
Debuit advenire vir, promesit id arsaciorem esse, sed non advenit, et non primo.
Accidit.
Damn that franta cool down.
Quid dixisti?
Nihil. Excuse me de incommoditate. Uterque autem sic deleget it quod vult.
Et etsi...
Quid?
Nihil...
Non grave.
Ave.
Dominus de cardinalis? Cur non loquimini cum hominibus qui propter vos...
Domini abbas.
Vestra Eminentia.
Laudetur Dominus Iesus Christus.
Sire velum que rogatus vestri sint. Paucis verbis et concrete queso.
Bene, summarium faciemus.
Prosus simplex est.
Rogamus ut monasterio et paritiae malanensi auctoritas revertat que semper eorum fuit.
Praecipuum ius baptimatale et funerarium, curationem tote civitatis malinensis et praesertim patem ex reditibus metallicis.
Sodalitas est dissolvenda. Eis templus ante papale deruendum. Et ut lapida usuris sint ad proposita larabilia.
Traditiones sustenemus, non rebellionem sine causa et sine Deo ut ei.
Potestis ne Paulum explanare.
Monasterio nostro condito, mons cuda administrabatur, a clareti paretiales ede malinensi et sedletio. Vinculo inter monasterium et in colas urbanos, non fuisse semper excellentia, agnoscere debeo, sed ex eis ambe partes utilitates capiebant.
Paretia malinensis propter fama montis cutna multos homines claros trahebat. Apprentices et principales patres ecclesiae ex toto regno de sete contendebant quam honoratus occupo.
Sed cum reditus et pretium argente altiora fuerent, inculae urbani avidi facti sunt, desierunt ea partire cum malino et sedletio, propriam paretium cupiebant.
Reverentiam et indisciplina est.
Et hec omnia non sunt.
Novum templum extra orbem stueret seperunt, in solo quod clerit separatialis edes beneficiane erat.
Antecessor meus id non permisit, ed flagravit discordia que ad hoc durat.
Quam hodie cum auxilio auctoritatis date tibi a Sancto Papa denique persolvemus.
Conabor. Sententiam vestram intelligo etiam propter traditionem. Sub iure canonico autem processius sodalitatis legitimus est.
De hoc disputandum est.
Credemus fabricatione edificationis sodalitas legem rupit.
De corruptella locuti sunt in statibus altissimus, hoc concilium agnoscere non possumus.
Sire velum plus de hominibus qui concilio aderunt. Summa summarum que sententia omnium sit. Discorde causam clare novi, sed melius intelligere volo.
Laetus tibi explanabo. Personum sodalitatis geret cerdos penvitianos conradus et famulus eos cerdos Antonius ex Visoca.
Fanatici sunt. Fanatici qui improba facere possunt.
Et musa ex Maria etiam adest. Quem misit rex Sigismundus.
Musulmanus est. Qui dicitur peritum in iuribus nostris esse.
Ad hoc occasio non fuit eo plus quam salutationes dicere, sed bene bohemice loquitur.
Dicitur eum pluris linguas novice quam Sigismundum, sed nescio curat sit.
Dominum albicum ex Venisova autem bene novimus. Monastarium nostrum sepe visitavit.
Legatus archiepiscopi Pragensis est, et arbitror eum nos sustenturum esse.
Dissimilis in colarum montis Cutna, qui advenerunt pro sodalitatem pugnatum. Sed citos sias eos sententias superficiales habere. Non debemus eis respectum habere.
Intelligo. Non puto mi sententias in colarum urbis accepturum esse. De concilio ecclesiastico loquimur. Numus nunquam altior esse potest voce Domini nostri Iesu Christi.
Benedictis Cardinales.
Amen.
Admiratus sum pulcritudine et magnitudine montes Cutna.
Sepe audimus ab omnibus partibus.
Infeliciter ita peregrini putant, nos qui juxta sumus alias sententias habemus.
Ite. Sub semine lucenti, occultatur locus plenus peccatorum.
Crimina, fraudes, occisiones, ea orbs animam suam quotidie perdit. Id eventus factorum sodalitatis, quam plus tenet volumen numorum, quam bonum eos paretianorum.
Paucum tempus hic sum. Igitur de his rebus loqui non possum.
Certa, quomodo vis.
Dominus vobiscum.
Et tecum eminentia.
Magister.
Tua eminencia?
Musa es ex malia?
Aduce tua domine.
Cures in hoc concilio. Non ies Christianus?
Christianus non sum, sed multum de Iesu Christi doctrina didici. Tenet me structura et hierarchia ecclesia vestre. Notabilis est. Ad vitsum Sigismunde area accedo et conarboro solutionem discordiarum inspicere. Precipue modum in quo solvetur.
Non dubito quin dissertatio tecum fructifera futurum sit.
Gaudeo.
Potesti mihi dicere quid arbitraris de hoc concilio.
Gaudeo te sententiam meam, sire vele. Monastarium sed Latianum et Paritia Beneficiana se contendunt de Sancta Barbara Templo. Quod non paribus numus, a conditoribus vert, sed lesium ad hoc tempus meliorem statum habet. Meritus eos est quod adfesium factum sit. Conato hunc statum conservare. Paretia Penevinciana sancta Barbara edificatione ex aerum auctoritate alabe vult. Fortasse eos vult superare. Id non accidet. Unico solutio est eos adducere ad reconciliationem. Ad postremum. Ex maiora Iesu Christi gloria nituntur. Tantum sententia mea est. Non necesse ude ea consentias.
Prudens videtur. Gratias ago.
Lebenter.
Gaudio nova audire. Dic mihi aliquid aliud dete.
Geste mea mirabilia non sunt. Talibus hominibus ut mihi in sede sancte certe multus obvium factus est. Eruditionum cupio. Studio initiala tumbuti me natali feci. Iuribus cari et medicianae granati studui. Praeterum vaietur sum dicam. Fata me ex malia mea natale paramacam ad andulus tolerant. Postea invenatias et sultani palatium. Et repente in Hungaria apud regem sicis mundum aram. Longa narrata.
Omnia magnifica sunt, de itineribus tuis audiri velum, sed timio ne te retiniamus.
Benedictis cardinales.
Audivi in Sigismundi castris virum interfectum esse.
Ita infelicita. Felicita causus ista infelix sita solutus est. Difficultas vero non fuit. Certani milites eius morotem bene non acceperunt. Conata sum explicare imperatore et eventum occultare opus proverbium novistis. Sentiens repetitis in stabula bovem esse. Sincero dico.
Silis et cum eruditus mora...
How dubia bene...
Audivi suspicat.
Quivit? Nemo. Quis tibi dix?
Audivi id.
Certesi.
Cum adiutore, tuo locutus...
Inter vos...
Ita, lorse, colaudavit de crimini tuo locutus est.
Ut ita fuit. Sed melius...
Abire deber.
Intellego.
Fratres in Christo.
Vestra Eminentia.
Laudetur eum in eternitatem.
Audiri velam rogationes partes tue. Id est sodalitatis. Si potestis breviter et clare.
Ad libitum, Eminentia. Magis auctoritatem monasteri et clerici paratialis edis malinensis non toleramus. Tantum de utilitatibus suis cogitant, non de utilitatibus orbis.
Itaque, volumus integram independentiam sedeleci, et transitionem omnium iurum sacrum sodalitati.
Sed letium auctoritatem suam in parte orientali montis Cutna conservabit. Urbs et tota regio occidentalis debet Pnevitia esse.
Principale templum montis Cutnae sancta Barbara erit, et tote peciunie ex regione ad eius edificationem erunt.
Simplex non est.
Multos annos mons Cutna administrate, omnes capelle montis Cutna, omnes reditus malino vel sed
Clare, id non placebat in collis montis Cutna, nam capellam
namque sodalitatem Christi corporis condederunt, et pragmalinum et sedletium obiverunt, et cum ancestore meo sentiverunt, in
Bonum opus.
Gratias.
Sanctae Barbarae templum directe post castrum urbanum crescere
sed id non placibat neque monasterio neque sacerdoti malinensi. Idio tota auctoritate sua usi sunt, ne maxime edificationis progressum impedierent, et de...
Nupe que vivumus adipisi recognitionem a papa ad...
Sodalitas tantum unum pensum habet.
Et denique renovare nostre sanctababre templi edificatio.
Intelligo. Ex corno vestro verum intelligo cur monasterium clarit.
Nosc voc...
Sed non possumus...
Status simplex. Potesni mihi explanare qui concilio adsent. Et qualis status occupent? Certior factus sum de
ad libitum cadin contrari nostri hic ad sunt.
Communicatio cum eius difficilis, cum bobus,
et per illustris Dominus albicus ex Venesova adest.
Magna cognita, sed fortasse...
Etiam adest peregrinus, discipulus ex Sigismundi aria.
Necfe ego sio, dicunt eum bene bohemice loqui, sed cum eo locutos non sum. Sincere, me species eus teret.
Etiam ad sunt in cole locales. Hi probabiliter nos sustinunt. Sed nunquam sire possumus, quid post nostra terga dicant.
Deus iudex noster erit. Nunc nemini et nihilo credere potes.
Veritatem dictis, frater. Diabolus nos quotidie tentat, sed nos in via ad nostram salvationem morare debimus. In via nostra fortunati esse debimus, differentias superare. Sic nos dicit Christus.
Consentio. Amen, cardinales.
Amen.
Mons cutna est veri pulchra urbs, fortasse pulchrior quam...
Judicare non possum.
Sancta Barbara nos...
Mons cutna una ex maximis urbibus...
Ita, et alesi gar...
Tu ipse id vidisti.
Alicuvando...
Nihil de e...
Sir.
Spero alta.
Vale.
Dominus.
Post multos annos di...
Christiane, amicicare.
Latinum mea non bonum. So let's talk in our own language. But quietly. You hear?
Can you tell me who these people are here?
You've met the abbot and the parish priest of Penuits. They're the leaders of the two rival factions. The Malene parish priest is on the abbot's side. He's a friend of the Archbishop of Prague. Then, we've got here the four most important Kuttenberg patricians who joined Sigismund's side at the opportune moment. Jerome Naz set up the meeting. The others came here to further their political ambitions. Albik of Unichov is here to represent the Prague Archbishopric. He's King Wenceslas's personal physician and a renowned theologian, and that dark foreigner is Musa of Mali from Sigismund's court.
I bought some stuff on my way here.
Where? Here in... For the love of God.
I bought a figurine of St. Barbara.
That's actually not a bad idea. If it's at least passable work, then something like that might even help with negotiating a truce between the two sides of the dispute. Just don't tell anyone you bought it here on the street.
There's no servants here. Strange.
Well, I offered to find someone for Naz, but he kept saying he's got his own man for that. Someone named Franta Kuldan. He said he'd definitely come. And what was the result?
He didn't come.
So what? The prelates can serve themselves for once, right? If you can do it, and so nicely.
What's your view of the church conflict?
It's a simple matter of money. So everyone here is fighting for the success of their side. Almost to the blood. Those from Sedlets and Marlene aren't happy with some of the mining money going to the Penuits parish, which Santa Barbara falls under. I get that. On the other hand, Kuttenberg has a right to its cathedral. It's funded from its money. My brother Peter is one of the biggest patrons. But he can't be here today for obvious reasons. So I suppose I should probably be on the Brotherhood side. But it's like choosing whether to get hit over the head with a hammer or an axe. You'll bleed all the same, and it doesn't change anything.
See you later.
Hang in there.
Shall we get going?
Get started once you are ready.
You're the one who should begin.
Yai, kurva. All right, we do this. Worthies, be quiet all, please. You all been waiting for this moment. Now will be decision. Let us hear words of legate sent by Him Holiness Pope Bonifacia, Him Eminence Cardinal Lorenzo Pozzo.
Domine Abbas, Patres Ecclesiastici, Domini incole urbis, hodie convenimus in splendido congressu, ut problema grave persolvamus, cuius est administratio spiritualis urbis, et quis fundationem edificationis templi sancte Barbara dicate curabit, commendato sancto patre legato sum, ut sententias vestras audiam et discordias ad secula seculorum persolvam, cum ambabus partibus locutus sum. Rogatus quid concilium meum sit benedictum auctoritate papale. Ad concilium inclino quod eruditus musa ex malia proponit. Tempus est ut conamina et numus in infinitus contentionibus ponere destinamus. Iesus Christus unus est, de reconciliatione agere debetis.
Svasvine vobis aliena gera, qui fidem nostram non exercet, excusa me, sed id inusitatum videtur mihi.
Otius ruda simplexqua. Quomodo vis nos persuadere ut ambos sedamus?
Papa Bonifatius vobis donum mitit, quod eius cupiditatem pacis representat, sancte Barbare statuam, antiqui discordiae oblivici et una sancte Barbare templum edificare debetis ad maiorum Iesu Christi gloriam.
Mane, qui tentas?
Dixisti te stetu...
Hey, you still getting into fights
Signor
with the farmers?
Cardinale?
Not anymore. It's inappropriate for a priest.
I'm glad to hear you gave it up.
We must the best. I have to. I get. And that is and that.
Hello.
How I say.
Sack of grain, like I told you.
Just stop saying flesh is flesh.
And make an arrangement with a butcher.
Not a bad idea.
stop shaking. Good.
Cardinal.
Domini.
You don't. Sir, ma tell him just non edificare eus sanctitas intelli. Tell
Come on.
Abat
Has
ita sir it.
what would
He wants well.
let's hope.
Did he expect nolly porta?
Bit of it.
Not poste.
Mons.
Well, what does he like?
Well, that's
He
Nihil notandi animadvert.
incommodum.
I'll gladly sell him something.
aye.
Valet.
Nobis.
I think the abbot is right. Why venture off the beaten path?
What are you blabbering about, Franz?
Salve.
Cardinal. Expata.
Nemet.
Sat condi anopsid.
Sente.
Mons fuiset melios conditoris numos suos utilius ad
Quid.
radia.
Mons.
Since said
Porta.
in mo
Sancti Barbari stat.
Sancte Barbarais.
Hey,
Lucky Plevitz
Signor
has been spared
Cardinale.
the war.
Well, it may come as a surprise to you, but we do hear its echoes loud enough.
At least there are no soldiers in your backyard.
True enough, but I hear refugee stories every day.
Hey, poor Valfire. You
Hopefully
deaf?
you'll be able-
Goes of.
We might bet. I said I get and that Christ is and I
Hello.
how I said
What is the new Archbishop of Prague like?
Domini.
Yes,
Loud.
man, Roga, great, so that
I heard that they call him Alphabet.
put Monas Ving,
Pare. Ab.
said, yes,
He cannot.
Credo ius eorum suis.
credo te non
Novum templum extra orbem stuere cept.
ante sa
Quam hoc conasab iu.
de hoc
Discredemus.
de dis letus personum
Fan.
et mus ad hoc dom
Leg.
dis sed
Inter decon.
bene
Amen.
ad mi sepe
In
et sub
Grim. It. Paucum tempus hic sum.
certa
Dominus.
et tecum
Alia.
Tua nomen
Cures.
tene ad
Non.
gaude
Potest.
gaude monos sit prezi it noctan frut leben.
Gaudi.
Get post
Om.
bene
Audit.
ita difficult conat preve.
Silis.
How
Anim.
since in rec nor
Beni.
tantum
Abire de.
intellect.
being contradicted.
Right he is. About the only thing we can agree on is
I
to
heard a
disagree.
cannon belonging to Sir
Salve.
Cardinal. Expata.
Memeni.
Sat condi anopsid.
Sent.
Mons fui condi
Quid.
radia.
Mons.
Since said
Pota.
in
Nihil.
benefit.
Dit.
Utami utma said not it's
Quala.
Sige como ciel.
Take no.
Egg
No.
sick. Take care and good night.
Fratre.
Vest
La
Audi.
adli mag
Eta
sed le
Princip
mu om
Cla
nam mali
Bon.
sed idio
Nu
so da
et
In ver.
nos
sed
Ser.
ad contra
Commun
et
Magnet
et
nec
et
Deus
In.
concept
Mons.
you the
Sanct
mons
it
tu it
Ali
Ni.
Sir
spe
Vale.
domin
post mult
Coin.
That doesn't sound good.
wait
Domini.
dom you don't
Sir.
ma tell him just not a tell
Come on.
about
Has
it it
Inter.
what?
he won't well
Let's
Vid expectam nolli porta.
Bit of it non-boss.
Mons.
What did he like?
Well, that's...
Hick.
Near in. Oh, val.
No.
I think Abbott is right. Why venture off the beaten... What's...
Dom. Gvid. Dei.
Certain.
Non. Nun.
It Fran.
Oh.
Gapta. Cert. Mild.
Inter.
Magna person vocved non nuced.
Inusi.
Multum. Debu. Actam.
Quid.
Ne.
In itet.
In vid.
Nihil.
Non grave.
Ave.
Dominus.
Back in their place.
I can't wait. Let's drink to that.
Christi.
Latin, so let...
Can you...
You've met them then, Gerard Albert, and that...
What's you...
It's those on the... My brother, so he'll bleed... Well, someone... So, if you...
I bought...
Where? For the...
I bought a...
If it says something, just don't see you. Hang in.
We should have sorted this out our...
I still find...
Get...
Yeah. What you let him...
Do odi cu comendat cu... Ad tem de... Spod... Papa Bonifatius vobis donum mitit. Quod eius cupiditatem pacis representat. Sancte Barbare statuam. Antiqui discordiae oblivici et una Sancte Barbare templum edificare debetus ad maiorum Iesu Christi gloriam.
Donum benedictum.
Alleluia! Gloria Deo! Haec statua in Sancte Barbare templo locum magnificum occupabit.
Signum est. Sanctus Pater fortasse vulture rum oblivis camus que nos dividunt.
Ita, animam defingere et intendere in questiones que nos iungunt.
Audite nunc concilium meum, quod fiducia pape Boniface sustenetur, donationes urbanae ecclesiasticae ex hoc momento in duas partes equales dividentur, dimidium accepiet sodalitas et clarici paretialis edes Beneviciana, alterum monasterium sed Letianum et clarici paretialis edes Maltinensis.
Mane. Tane id non intelligo.
Ego quoque non intelligo. Quis dividet? Quis determinat quam multa dimidia parsit?
It interest me. Tale concilium plurus questiones creat quam responsa.
Volo vos intelligatis me contra non esse, tantum mihi non persuadeo.
Mihi etiam non persuadeo. Fortasse id nobis potes. Melius exponere.
Purum, si vos oculis meis, aspiceri possetis, velut si duo lupi sanguinarii unam ovem aggradarentur, et cum possent eam devorare, comperirent eos eam dividere posse. Nolite furere, sed id peridiculum est. Rideti etiam vos Paulum.
Ad hoc nesimus quis bona in duas partes divisurus sit.
Dicam, Dominus Cardinalis sine cura sit, id nos persolvere debemus.
Una?
Una.
Videtur nos consensum contacturos esse.
Gloria Jesu.
I didn't expect that.
Hopefully it will benefit all the people of Kuttenberg.
All hail! It was worth it.
Does that qualify as a win?
Definitely. We'll keep what we have.
I just hope there's no catch.
Animus sanus vicit.
We'll see about that.
All right, brothers. Come to the monastery next Thursday. We'll arrange what needs to be done.
Agreed. I shall look forward to it, Abbot.
Vivat Cardinale Spozzo!
Hail
Et
to everyone!
prudens
Hurrah!
Papa Bonifatius.
Hail to everyone! Hurrah!
Well, that's settled then. The rest is up to you, Henry.
Hell yeah.
Avete tutto, signori?
Sì, bella moia.
Does everybody know their part?
Let's go through it again.
I'll take care of the east gate and the guards around it. Vakalin will get rid of the guard at the west gate.
You may count on me.
Ada will get us some tools from the smithy so we can make a hole through into the corridor.
Jasna sprawa.
And you, Henry, will take care of the patrols in the courtyard and on the inner walls. But listen, everybody. We're supposed to stay in the kitchen until the council is over. So try to make sure the guards don't see you too soon. Keep it quiet. When this is all over, we'll meet by the well. Understood?
Got it. We'll go one by one, inconspicuously. I'll go out from the passageway last.
I noticed there's a door leading from there back to the walls. Maybe we can pass through it without anyone noticing.
Understood.
Agreed then. I overheard some of the guards leaving their posts on account of that damned legate. So, Godwin's doing his bit. All the better for us. Let's go. Inconspicuously and quietly, but quickly.
Alright, time to drop some teams. We'll have this thing.
We have a problem.
What's happened?
I cannot do it. There are two of them.
Just two?
I am not some assassin. I am a nobleman. It is not in my nature to sneak up on a man and cut his throat. And besides, I did not want to put you all in danger.
You didn't take care of those two at the gate. What the hell are we going to do?
I do not know. I simply cannot just kill them in cold blood. On the battlefield, it is different. But this... I'm not a killer, parbleu.
So what's to be done now?
What are you doing here?
Que puis-je dire?
Baron Brabant decided not to go through with it. It was too risky.
Exactement. We had better take out the guards together. Or better yet, you and Chapon do it, I will watch your backs. Like in Malishov.
All right. Henry, should we do it?
Let's do it. Apparently, there's only these two left.
They don't seem to know about us. We can take them out quietly.
Too slow.
Calm down. I surrender.
Useless! Ganging up on... Yeah! You got what was coming, horse son.
Where's Adder?
I would also like to know.
He should have been here by now.
What are we going to do?
Let's go and find him.
That seems like the right thing to do, but where to start? This place is huge.
Maybe he's in the kitchen. He was eyeing up that cook.
Surely you do not think he would?
That's exactly what I think.
Mais non. He cannot be such a fool. He would not jeopardize the success of the whole enterprise. Zizka gave clear commands.
Maybe he suddenly had more urgent commands from his nether regions.
No. No. I think he cannot find the tools. He will be holed up in one of those smithies, I'm sure.
We'll see what tools he's dealing with. Come on, Henry.
Yo, Adder's a fucking psycho, bro.
Mamma mia! Anna, ma cosa stai facendo?
Giuseppe, you're supposed to be guarding the gate.
Signore dei cieli, vedi come mi tratta questa donna? Appena mi giro un attimo si attacca al primo cazzo che vede!
Ty kurwa nie widzisz, że ja tu chędozę?
Sei uno dei nostri. 'Sto 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 'sto
Mi dispiace, amico.
La ucciderò! E poi me stesso!
Giuseppe, no!
No. No.
Non potete fermarmi!
Henri, we have a problem.
What happened?
You didn't. I don't. I said on the. So what do you?
Baron Bro.
Exact. Oh,
All right. Let's do. They don't.
Enough of this. You're not in Italy, idiot. Come on, then. Not quite enough. Hardly worth staining my hands for.
Where's that?
He should have. What?
Let's get.
That's him.
Maybe
Surely
that
man. He wouldn't.
maybe
No. He will.
we'll see.
Mamma mia!
Mi dispiace.
La ucciso!
Giuseppe!
No. No.
Va bene, ti darò una possibilità. Non si tratta di te, ma di questa troiaccia. Hai giurato che non mi avresti mai più fatto una cosa del genere. L'hai giurato!
Cosa stai blatterando? Non ho detto nulla del genere. When you fucked Lousy Mary, you too told me you'd never do it again.
Sono passati 5 anni!
That doesn't matter.
Quindi continui a vendicarti per questo? Per un solo fottutissimo passo falso?
2 fucking missteps, and yes, I will. I haven't enjoyed sleeping with you in a long time, you know.
È incredibile. È come parlare con un muro. No?
Sei proprio un baccala.
Cosa? Tu sei il baccalà. Ve la do io, pomposi estraetele a...
Sam shota prosiłeś!
I should probably save it before.
Ori? You didn't... I said on the... So what do you... Exact... Oh,
All right. Let's do it.
They don't...
Now you're mine, you buck! You die for that, you buck! The pillory's too good for you. I'll chop you up on the spot.
You got him!
Where's
He should have... What I would...
Let's go.
That's it.
Maybe
Surely
that...
man... He wouldn't...
Maybe...
No. He will...
We'll...
Lao... No. Va non... I giù...
Go.
So...
That...
Quindi...
Two.
Enk... No?
O mangi la minestra o salti dalla finestra.
Cosa? Che cosa intendi? Ah, capisco. Vuoi dire che ho sempre una scelta? Quindi dovrei tollerare l'infedeltà di mia moglie in bella vista. È questo che intendi? Io non posso. Non posso farlo, ovviamente. Ah, è questo che intendevi. Hai ragione. Non ci salto dalla finestra. È meglio che butti via la zuppa avariata.
But, Giuseppe...
Vattene via, donna infedele. Non voglio vederti mai più. Vattene! Adesso lasciatemi sedere qui da solo un momento, amici. Devo pensare ai prossimi passi.
What was that supposed to mean, Addo?
You were supposed to look for tools.
No i szukałem.
Ugh, you were using your own tool on the cook.
Addo is simply irresistible.
Ha! Patrzcie no, młody mnie rozumie.
He could have fucked everything up.
Ale nic nie spierdoliłem, także zamknijcie jadalnię. Dzięki za wsparcie, Henryku.
I don't know what you're saying, but I think I get that you like it.
Narzędzia mam, także zabierzmy się do roboty.
To tell me you even found time to get to tools.
Bez pracy nie ma kołaczy.
At least he did something right.
Cicho! A teraz wszyscy pójdźmy do tej piwnicy i znajdźmy miejsce, gdzie łączy się z korytarzem. Ziszka ma stukać z drugiej strony ściany, więc chyba go usłyszymy.
Let's do it.
Hej! Ziszka! Słyszysz nas?
Here they are. I found them.
This is insane.
Fuck it, fellas. It's all cockeyed.
Bleeding?
Really as hell with that pen.
La cour italienne is ours. Gentlemen, please forgive this interruption. I am Captain Jan Zizka of Trotsnov. This is a raid, and you are my prisoners.
Well, at last! I've had it up to the fucking eyeballs here.
Guards, seize them!
Godwin, parish priest of Uzhitz at your service. Your saintliness.
This shit's awesome.
Shut the fuck up or I'll redden your fucking cheeks for you. This is done.
Oh shit.
And now, back to why we are here.
Mind the door. No one gets in or out.
Gotowe, panie dowódco. Wszyscy ocalali są zamknięci w sieni. Już nawet nie mieli siły walczyć. Kurwa, zero zabawy.
I'm not sure what you're saying, Ada, but nice work.
Do not forget the Janos. I help too, eh?
And now we go and get that silver.
Aye. The royal treasury awaits. Pull out that key, Henry. To the task.
Wait up, fellas.
What about the captives? This is not what we agreed to.
That's true, Shishka. We have to free the nobles.
The sooner the better.
The prisoners are being held in the chamber of King Wenceslas himself, so I assume they're not...
I wouldn't mind a dungeon like that myself.
Our agreement stands, my lady. We killed your father and the other nobles. But we came here mainly to deprive that ginger bastard of his silver.
We certainly did.
The silver's not going anywhere. But my father is imprisoned here by the most powerful man in Hungary. What if he gets the notion to harm him?
I can say something about this. Not every man of Hungary is crazy fuck. Not all is charming and handsome like Janos, but the Chaba, he not so bad. You know what? You leave Janos, have words with him.
If you like, but take Ada with you just in case.
Zabawimy się.
I want to go with them.
You not trust us? Or what?
Actually, that's not a bad idea. Henry here will go with you, Janos. He's proved his parleying skills many times.
Aye.
Let's go over it once more so you all know what to do. First we'll open the treasury, then Brabant's men will start taking the silver to Rutard Palace. Janos, Ada and Henry will go and talk to that Chaba fella. Maybe we won't have to resort to violence. Once the lords are free, you take them to your palace to safety.
As the captain commands.
Someone has to take watch on the battlements until we've taken out all the silver. We'll take turns. Got it?
Got it.
Got it.
Jasne, kurwa.
Sure.
Got it.
Yeah, sure.
Got it.
Jasne, kurwa.
And now, finally,
Silver!
open it up, Henry.
O kurwa, to nam kupi dużo ruchanka.
This is really gonna piss off that ginger Hungarian cunt!
You know the way to the Rifat Palais, mon ami.
Right, men. To the task!
Henry, we do it!
Ciekawi mnie ten osiłek.
Let's do it.
Yeah, great!
Hold your horses, youngster. If you want to discuss something with me, nice and easy, all right?
The Italian court is ours, Chubba. Release the prisoners, and you won't be harmed.
Slow down, fellas. No sudden moves. How about we just talk first? About what you want, and what I want.
Yeah, we countrymen, we solve it peaceful way, eh?
You are serious? You are from our country?
From Trenchin. Kezeluk.
Of course, that accent. What chance? I am from Buda, but me and my wife live a short way from Cheta. We're almost neighbors.
Yeah? We neighbors? Maybe we know some same people, eh? So, you should be nice and let's lords go. We do not want somebody die here, eh?
Ale mógłby. I to diabelsko szybko. Niech o tym nie zapomina.
Listen, fellas. I watched you from the window. Clean work, I must admit. I also counted how many of you there are. More than enough to take on one man. Only that one man is me. If I have to, I'll roll all of you down these stairs, one by one. Neighbors or not.
We're giving you a chance to join the right side. Sigismund invaded Bohemia with evil intentions. He captured our king and brought in an army of human murderers. And you're helping him, imprisoning innocents. What does your conscience say about that?
Conscience? Jesus, I haven't heard that word in a long time. Well, you're probably right. If I release them, mind, I am only thinking aloud. If I release them, what am I to say to Sigismund and his people?
You can tell him we beat you. You gave it your best, but we were too strong.
If he would believe me. Most likely I will no longer be considered the strongest man in Hungary. And I will definitely be finished as the royal jailer. On the other hand, that means I will not have to spend all my time watching over people.
A new life awaits you.
A more peaceful life, that is for sure. In any case, if I am to survive, I will have to personally deliver a report about what happened here to the court in Sedlec. But just to be on the safe side, I will send someone else with the report to Sigismund. Seriously now, I will give you until dawn. You have my word as a nobleman. That is all I can do for you.
No. Nobody can find out about this.
I do not have any choice.
All right. Have it.
Farewell, gentlemen. And you, if you go back home someday, come and see me in Cheta. We will have a drink.
It will be a pleasure, Chaba.
Here is the key, and give my regards to the gentlemen. I hope they will remember me fondly.
Henry?
Mm-hmm.
Papa!
My dear.
Father.
You took care of your brother. Now you took care of me. I was wrong about you, son.
Oh yeah, everybody gets closure.
I'm glad you've made peace.
Me too. More than you can imagine.
It's taken a long time. Far too long.
Thanks, Henry.
We both thank you.
Henry, thank you.
So it was a success.
That's a weight off my shoulders. I'm so glad my faith in you wasn't misplaced. That you didn't disappoint me after all we'd been through.
What will you do now?
We'll go back to Rutard Palace and wait for you all there. That passageway is frightening. But what the hell? And then I suppose we'll ride out with you. Nothing good awaits us in this town anymore.
Can I do anything for you?
We don't have time for proper thanks. But one thing crossed my mind. If you have the time, you could have a look in King Wenceslas' library. It's somewhere upstairs in the palace. I've heard there are unique manuscripts there, and I expect he won't mind if you borrow a few books from there.
So, farewell for now, Rosa.
Good luck. I'll pray for you all, Henry.
Can't you see I'm busy? Can't you see I'm busy?
So pretty. Sitting there. On that.
You can see my cleavage better, eh? Nice view from above.
Can't deny. Really is a delightful sight.
Just watch your eyes don't fall out of your head, youngster. You men. In the middle of a robbery and still you only think of the one thing.
Say.
You mean the occasional screams of desperation? They can harass all they...
Is there no way you could let me in? I have an acquaintance in there.
I know Musa of Mali is in there, but I'm not letting you in. Orders are ordered.
I'll get going now.
Get a move on.
We've been here for too long. Stay back. The men are carrying the silver.
The lords are free.
I fucking noticed that when they walked past. He's put on at least. What about the fella who was guarding?
He came to his senses.
Sigismund won't like that. But whatever.
Do you need any help?
We've got enough muscle. Go and see Zizka on the walls.
Why won't you let me...
I already told...
Right.
Good idea.
Here.
Finally, the changing of the guard. Kobienka will be happy. He's born out of his mind here, which is actually a good thing.
What about Capon?
He said he wouldn't mind staying. I have a feeling he doesn't really want to go into the passageway. But orders have to be obeyed, noble or not. We could get in a lot of trouble otherwise.
What's next?
All the silver must be taken to Rutard Palace. We have wagons there that'll take us to Colleen. I'll go and see how we're doing. Then we'll start pulling our people back towards the passageway. Once we're all there, Dry Devil will detonate the powder keg and collapse the passageway behind us. That's what I call clean work, Henry. Clean work.
I can't even believe how smoothly everything went.
Why wouldn't it? A good plan and a good crew. What could go wrong?
Shishka,
What's going on?
they're here.
Who?
Soldiers, Pragas. They're coming from all sides.
We've got company.
Fuck! Everyone, hide!
Shishka! I know you're in there!
What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be licking Markvart's arse in Sedlitz?
I got word of what you were up to here. Decided I just couldn't miss it.
What do you want?
Open the gate. Hand over Radzig's bastard. And I'll let the rest of you leave.
There is no such person here!
We both know you don't stand a chance. And I'm offering you your lives in exchange for that piece of shit.
It's a shame you weren't there to see Ishrand's plunge from the tower. Although I see you've got ladders, so you could try it for yourself today.
I'll skin you alive, you cur!
Your master's dead, and now it's your turn.
You don't stand a chance, asshole! I'll conquer these walls like it's a garden fence!
In your dreams?
You think? You fuckers only amount to a handful.
A handful of warriors with far more experience than you. You're used to having numbers on your side. You've never had your mettle tested in a tough battle.
You're fooling yourself! You know full well how this is gonna end. Your days are numbered. Pray you get killed in battle, otherwise it's the noose for you. Today's your judgment day!
You're gonna die, you bastard! I'll take care of it myself, just like with Istvan.
Enough talk! On my command! Attack!
To me! Get him from behind!
Watch out! I can't get a shot in!
Die, fucker!
You asked for it!
Come on!
Bend the walls! We have to hold!
For glory and carnage, die!
You're finished!
Don't spare him! Go fuck yourself! Give up! We'll kick your ass!
That's loading time. Jesus.
You better go back where you came from.
You'd like that? I'll come
In your dream.
You think? You're dead today.
You're gonna die.
Enough, Mike.
Ah, shit. No, Musa. No. No, Musa.
Come on! Let's get out of here before they break through!
Surprise, surprise! Te skurwysyny lubią to robić od tyłu.
Od tyłu to boli. I naprawdę robi się gównianie.
Eric! Stay out of it, boy! Come on. You might get hurt. Where the fuck you keeping it? Move it!
Oh man, Musa, let's go. Let's go.
What are you waiting for, you idiots? Kill them!
Crack this shit.
To the crypt! Fire them! Come on! Come on, move your asses!
Come on, devil man, come on. Oh, okay, okay. Okay. Oh shit. Damn.
Just about. Phew! I thought I went deaf there.
What a bang that was! We smashed them to pieces.
Now we have to get to Rutard Palace.
Aye! We need to find them. out of here!
Henry, are you in one piece?
Looks like it. But sweating like a pig, eh?
I almost died there.
It turned out all right, so what's the fuss?
Let's get out of here, come on!
Henry, what happened? Where are we?
You saved my life.
We can discuss this later, yes? Let us get out of here. Quickly, now!
Oh, Henry.
Brother!
Thank God. He's alive.
Musa saved me.
What? Musa of Mali? How?
Don't ask. I'm not sure myself what happened.
Musa. It's a good thing I went away from that door on time. I wouldn't want to lose my biggest admirer.
Enough of the speculation. Let's go. Adol Janos and Kubienka have already gone on ahead. Keep on too.
Trailing behind us like a day's sheep. I hope he didn't get lost.
Shit, yeah. Ever since Nabokov, he's scared as hell of confined spaces. I ought to go and check on him.
Let us go then. There is no time to waste.
So, what's it to be?
It's gone, without a trace.
Are you in the passageway?
I don't get it. I was so scared. But there was no other way out. And now it's gone. Completely.
So you managed to conquer your fear?
Not quite. I was really afraid. Shitting myself. But my just feet carried me on into the passageway. And then there was that terrible noise. I collapsed on the ground. I started thinking of Nabokov. I thought I was finished. But then I came to, and that was it. It's a miracle.
So you're all right?
Never better. As you can see, I'm no easy mark. And you? You had it pretty bad for a while, eh?
And the important thing is you're all right. If something happened to you, I'd never forgive myself.
If something happened to me, it wouldn't be your fault. You do your job well.
I know.
I owe you a nice chunk of meat and a keg of wine.
We've got to keep going.
Right, let's go.
Got the homies. We're at her at. Was this everybody? What? Okay.
What was that bullshit? Where could he have heard that?
I do not.
Chciał was tylko wkurwić.
I think so too.
What did he say?
That he only fucking with you. That sound like him alright.
Ten niemiecki chuncwot. Gdybym tylko dorwał w swoje ręce.
Your hand cannons have done us more harm than good.
But we shot that mare beautifully. The devil himself couldn't have aimed any better, and he's skilled with hand cannons.
Well, here we go.
Vite, vite, quickly! Get it loaded and get ready. They could be here any moment. Il n'y a pas de temps à perdre.
No, Brabant, no.
No! Bracie! Kurwa! Almost! Almost! Ale nam się udało. A teraz za mną! Musimy stąd spieprzać. Te suki
Brabant,
depczą nam po
don't fuck us, dude.
Je suis désolé, mon ami. I'm sorry.
Bro, not Adder.
But if only the madman Eric had done the dirty work for us, as I wished.
Wait! Kill them! Don't be stupid!
Fucking French can't betray us! He's trying to make off with his silver.
Crazy. Knew I couldn't trust that fucker.
Henry, we've got to do something about those archers. Understand? What? Do you hear me? We've got to get rid of those archers or we're fucked.
I still can't quite do that!
Come on, let's see what you're made of. Hey, still not enough?
Come on, guys!
Come in.
You're mine! Beat you to a bloody fucker! You're dead! Show what you're made of! Wanker!
Damn it! Leszek! Oh, fuck.
Żaboja. Ujebał komara.
No, dude.
Come on. You still owe me 50 groschen. You know how many fucks that would buy? Huh? Huh?
Swoją matką.
We've got to move. Get him onto the wagon.
No, no! Ah. No. Do not hold corpse. Better to take living.
We have to go.
Niech choć raz w życiu odmówię modlitwę w spokoju.
Mount up, everyone. We're leaving.
Adder, no, bro. Put him on the back of the truck, man. Put him on the back of the... Come on, bro. Adder, bro. Damn.
Zgrzeszyłem. Właśnie przed chwilą zerżnąłem żonę sąsiada. Zabiłem też w życiu wielu ludzi. Przeważnie jeszcze większych skurwysynów niż ja. Może to sprawia, że to mniejszy grzech. Święć się imię Twoje, przyjdź królestwo Twoje.
Be on the alert. They might be nearby.
Fuck! There's one of them lying over there.
Damn.
We'll catch up with them outside of town.
Horsemen!
Damn. Musa, bro, not the black man, bro. Come on, bro.
We'll all end up dead like this. Just suck down.
Muso's hitting the chest. He gone.
did it. Well done. Nice. Get going. Are you all right? Lend us a hand, for fuck's sake, with a wounded man here! Quick! Bandages and water, now! You're right, you're right. Are we all here?
No, we are fucking not. The Pole is dead. And Kobienka too.
Kobienka? You saw him fall?
With my own eyes. Fuck him.
Jesus Christ, are you mad? Bringing Sigismund Silva here, he'll come and squash us like lice. We need your help. We need God's help.
Crazy. The whole wop though.
What do you think? Have we got any chance against them?
Got any chance against them?
Oh, sure.
Hmm.
But against that whole army?
Sheesh.
Henry, wake up.
Ziska?
Sigismund is pulling out with his army.
What?
Sigismund is pulling out.
As if his arse was on fire. God, what I'd given to see his twisted face when he found out he doesn't have the coin to pay his army of mercenaries.
How do you know Sigismund has pulled out?
I sent Captain Frenzel and his men out last night scouting, and they saw it with their own eyes. Ask him yourself. He's with the others in the courtyard, already boozing it up.
What if his withdrawal is just a trap?
That would be a costly trap even for the royal coffers. To withdraw an entire army just like that? Not likely.
Where do you think Sigismund and his army withdrew to?
Where do you think? Back to Hungary, of course. I heard reports that Ladislaus of Naples disembarked in Zadar and declared himself king behind Sigismund's back. While he was sticking his fucking nose into our affairs, back home someone torched his throne right under his arse. And then when we took all the silver he had to pay his troops, he had to quickly withdraw his knights. The only thing he's left behind here are his royal turds. Now's our chance to turn the tables.
What are we going to do now?
We have to contact Jobst and the other lords. They're amassing an army to face Sigismund and liberate Kuttenberg. Jobst will surely be very interested in our prisoner, von Berghoff.
And is someone on the way to deliver that message?
Not yet, but they will be soon. Rutard and the other lords are going to Podebrad. Jobst's army is amassing near there, so they will relay the message to him.
Can we rely on them?
Certainly. As soon as Jobst sends the last of Sigismund's lackeys packing, Rutard and the others will return to power. You know what? It might not be a bad idea if you reminded them of who they should thank for yesterday. They're getting ready in the Outer Bailey to ride out.
Sure. I'll have a word with them.
And don't forget to stop by and see your Rosa, too. She was Asking about you.